Asia Pacific and the African region. So what will we do here? This is quite important. You will listen to the first part of the discussion. There are that will discuss this with you, and you tell them what you think are issues, what you think are important facts that we have to consider, and all this information will be put as part of a document that we will collaborate together. So you being here means that you are part of that voice. I think there was a question earlier about what can normal people do, and what can let's say communities do, and these kinds of dialogue will fill our perspective in ICOMOS, and then that is also put to the let's say to the UNESCO as one of the recommendations. So it is a bottom-up approach to cultural policy. Last one is that there will be a conclusion afterwards, and we will gather everyone's thoughts. So I know we're a little bit, we're 1 hour late, but let's have that presentation. The first presentation, I will let Olimpia introduce the presenters, and then we will move to the presentations.
Thank you, Gabriel. I will invite the panelists of this second part all together here in the forum. Please, are invited Olimpia Niglio, Reto Nicolville, Mario Santana, Angelica, Olimpia. Yes, the two other participants will be online. So we will have their participation on the screen. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome our panelists of this second part of this forum. I'm glad to present to all of you our first panelist of this second part. Oh, excuse me. Quiero presentarles a Olimpia Niglio.
I want to present our first panelist for the second part of the forum. Olimpia is Italian, doctor in architecture restoration, permanent restoration architecture, compared architecture teachers in Italy at the University of Padua since 2022. She has been working in her academic at the university, and she has been doing a lot of work in different universities. And since 2006, she's participated in Colombia, different universities there. Since 2012, she's been permanent teacher in Japan, Kyoto University, and she is vice president of the technical committee, Natural Cultural Landscape Association. She is the chair of the International Pedagogic Program. With you, we have, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I am very yo soy muy agradecida, perdona, a ti y a todos los
I'm so grateful to you and the members of ICOMOS. I'm so thrilled to be here to share this program with you.
I am very happy to stay here and for sharing this important pedagogical program with you. We start with a short video. Thank you so much.
This program was born in 2020 after an interesting period of reflection on the value, knowledge of cultural heritage should have in the education of young generations. As a teacher of the university, I understand the importance of knowledge on cultural heritage to have better culture and education. That's why holding a dialogue with various colleagues, that's what we did. I want to thank my colleagues for allowing me to get to know them. This project has allowed me to know so many teachers to start this path of knowledge and cultural heritage in the world and understand the importance of education on cultural heritage from the school level, primary and secondary schools. This is how this program was created. It was a true cultural pandemic because after a few months, it was in many countries of the world with many schools applying the program. This has allowed us during the 2021 Olympics to present in the entire program or the entire program with important documents, as well as the Charter 2021 letter that we presented July 21st, 2021. And this was the main mission of the program. Well, I think I was connected to a different video or something like that. Well, here this is the web page of the program. It's quite complex with a lot of connections with other pages. The program is promoted by UNESCO University and accreditors with the Italian UN office. It's also a member of the European Union in Europe, and we are also members of another ICOMOS program on cultural heritage. We're working with UNESCO University of Vienna. You see the documents here. The guide has been translated into different languages for its dissemination. We have this, the mission, the program, the different publications and activities that we have already had in different parts of the world. And this is the reality today of this program. How are we developing the program throughout the world? It's a very active deployment, reconnecting with your culture in the world. And everyone is participating in this program within the school system. I'm so thrilled to be here for the first time. At the end of October, I'm going to Kenya because the International Union has invited me to present the program in the World Architects Congress. So that's what I'm going for, to Kenya. We're going to be increasing our work in Africa, and also the director of UNESCO of the Cultural Division is truly supporting this program. It is allowing schools to get children close to cultural heritage, facilitating dialogues among different cultures. This is just the beginning of a bigger program, an ethical program. It has no financing. It's only the volunteers of the thousands of teachers throughout the world, from kindergarten to primary and secondary schools. So this is voluntary work, but it has to do with building an important reality throughout the world. And that's why I'm so thrilled. We're just so happy because There's so many of the ICOMOS people in this program in different parts of the world. We're just so moved and happy that we're able to build this and that this is being done in schools so that we can strengthen education even more in terms of cultural heritage. This is something that has to do with primary, secondary, even kindergarten levels for the acceptance and the understanding of cultural heritage and how this is linked to children's education. This is the first step in collaboration with ICOMOS. Yes, we are now working very hard with education standards. We've created various national committees working to strengthen the specific concept of cultural heritage in their own territories, not federal, but local standards to protect cultural heritage. This is what we want to continue sharing. These first 2 years have been very interesting, but I always tell people this is just the beginning of a long path we have to cover, all of us together. Our logo is "We Can Together." That's our logo. So I think this is something we're going to be able to do as long as we start this path together. Well, yes, at the end of every year, we have the second edition of the international exhibition because we're getting drawings from all over the world, over 1,000 of them, and this is something we're doing. And this year, we've also been able to have another opportunity, another very important report with the results of the schools throughout the world. So then, I'm so happy for having had this space today to be sharing this program with you. And we conclude with the logo. This is the logo for the program. This is what everyone says, reconnecting with your culture. I mean, this is the name of our program. And this is something we're developing. And today, well, this is something we're so happy to have to show it to you in this context at the international level. Thank you so much. Yes, and we can together. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Now,
thank you, Olimpia. I think that's a very good initiative to bring younger people or children to appreciate their culture and throughout the world.